Hello everyone. So today we are starting with the defects of Act of 1861. So in this video we will see what was the defects, and also we will see the Governor General in councils, especially the powers and the difference between the Governor General and Governor General in councils, because I thought it may be confusable. So we will discuss it. So in previous lectures we have discussed about the power of the central legislative councils and the main provision of the Act of 1861. So now let's start with the defects of the Act of 1861. So number one is limited power of legislative council. As we have seen that legislative councils were given very few powers. So they could not examine the conduct of executives, nor they could make it responsible. Means they could not make executives responsible for their actions, and they could not discuss the budget. Therefore, these were not more than advisory body. Means the council was just legislative council was just acting as advisory body. Later, we'll see that after 1861, the act of see this 1892 was passed, in which the right to discuss the budget was given. But in 18th Act of 1861, this defect was present. Number second defect was limited representation of Indians in the council, legislative councils. So basically, we have seen that Indians, non-official members were, though elected by the Governor General, but it were mainly the basically landowners and landlords and princes. So basically, they were not considered as the true representatives of the Indians, and also they were their numbers were very few as compared to the that of British officials. Only we have seen that only five additional non-official members were allowed, of which governor could select, including British members also. So very limited representations was given. And see, we as I said, on an average, the Supreme Legislative Council had only four Indian members, and most of them were either big zamindars or native princes. So so basically, they were not considered as the true representatives of the uh, people of India, whole people of India. So number third defect is the non-official members were not people's representatives. So as I said, they were landlords and the Nawabs and Maharajas. So basically, the two and 3 points coincide with each other. Number fourth was unlimited power of the Governor General. Means though the power limited, Indian members were elected, but eighth, their decisions was not as much effective as it should be. They could be suppressed by the generals. So basically, under this act, wide powers were given to Governor General. He could issue ordinance, means adhyadesh, could veto power over the bills passed by the Legislative Council. So basically, ultimate thing was that the Governor General was making the sides of the British Crown, and so though if there was a certain changes required, and Legislative Council suggested that, then the veto power prevented Governor General to withdraw from that decisions and do the things that favors the British rule. So also, the changes were made in the department with he could make changes in the department with his own discussion. Means uh, his own sense presence only, with his own understanding only, without taking the advice of the councils, without gathering discussing those issues. He could take the decisions on a particular matter by his own. So basically, there was a very unlimited powers given to the Governor General. So these were the defects of the Act of 1861, in which the number one was limited power of Legislative Council. Number two, limited representation of Indians in Legislative Council. Number three, non-official members were not people's representatives. And number fourth was unlimited power of the Governor General, which prevented Indians from implementing the new rules which favors Indians. So now let's see. We have seen that the Governor General was basically in 1850 were reframed as Viceroy, but now let's see what is the Governor General in Council. So basically, this refers to the Governor General along with his executive councils. As we have seen, advisory members was advisory members were created to help the Governor General. So Governor General along with his executive council is known as Governor General in Council. Also, it was a collective decision making body established to assist the Governor General. As I have said you, it was established to assist the Governor General in creating decisions. However, the veto power, if Governor General think that those idea may be helpful, then only he can accept those idea. Otherwise, he had the power of veto and on the decisions of the Governor General councils. So the Government of India Act 1855 gave the Governor General more executive authority, but decisions were still made in consultation with the council. Yes, the decision were made with consultation, but again the veto power is supreme, so limited power of Governor General. Number fourth point is the council was expanded under the Indian Council Act of 1861. In 1851, the Governor General was given the authority, less authority, but later it was expanded in 1861. As we have seen that more members were added in the councils, with each member handling a specific department under the portfolio system. As we have seen, portfolio system was like distributing the each members of the legislative council or executive council a different task, like as we see in present day about the education ministers where they are there, foreign ministers are there, road and transportation ministers are there. So similarly, at that time, portfolio system was developed, and it was created by Lord Canning. So you should remember that; it will be helpful. And the governor, again, the same point which we were discussing from this point, that ultimate powers were given to the Governor General, and this point is that he could override the councils in case of emergency. So now let's see the differences between Governor General and Governor General in Council. I think there is no need to discuss this point, but let's see. Number one is Governor General and Governor General in Council here. So number one, let's see definition. What's the difference in its definition? Number one is the Governor General individually head of the British rule in India, whereas Governor General in Council along Governor General along with his executive council known as Governor General in Council. Let's talk about authority. So the Governor General had authority, had the final say in governance. Governor General had final say in governance, and decisions were taken in Governor General Council. Decisions were taken collectively, but the Governor General had veto power again. Yeah, though the right of decision making was given to Governor General in Council, but the veto power was supreme. So it was just a type of illusion giving law. So to consult Indians. Number secondly, let's compare with executive roles. So Governor General directly control over administration and policy making, and Governor in General in Council members handle a specific department under Governor General, as I said, like land transport, business minister, foreign minister, that type of thing. So and which was developed in portfolio system, as we have seen here. So established Governor General was established by Regulating Act of 1773 as the Governor General of Bengal. First of all, the Governor General term was used in 1773, and he was made of the Governor General of Bengal. Next, the Charter Act of 1833 made the made it a figure of the whole nation as Governor General of India. So now let's see how Governor General in Council was formed. So basically, initially formed under the PT's India's Act of 1784 and strengthened by the Act of 1858 and 1861, in which we have seen that in 1858 little say was given, very less members were there, and in 1861 it was increased, and later we will see that in 1892 the members were more increased, more members were added. So now the later development, as we have seen, that after 1858 the name was changed to Viceroy. You could remember that in previously we have discussed that after 1858 the designation of Governor General of India was changed to Viceroy under the Queen's proclamation, and the first Viceroy of India was Lord Canning. And let's see about the Governor General in Council. So evolved in this council, evolved into the Council of Minister, influencing modern governance. So basically later it became into the Council of Ministers, and now affected the governance. So for today let's stop here, and in next video we will discuss the next act in consecutives, which is the Indian Council Act of 1892. So there in this act there are again certain changes made by improvement and changes made by the this British. So for now let's stop here. Thank you.